So this is third unit. So in this particular chapter, first of all, we are going to talk about some basic things, and you might have gone through those articles or through those theories in your previous classes, maybe at your plus two level. Okay, so we are going to talk first what is electric flux and solid angle kya hota hai, then Gauss divergence theorem, right? Then Ampere's law, White-Savart law. So though you have studied these things in your plus two level, but we are going to have a quick recap of all those things, right? So starting with the flux. Electric flux. So this concept was introduced by Gauss to express the relation between the electric field and its source, right? So Gauss was the one who expressed this relation between the field and the source. So in order to understand the concept of flux and flux density, let me make one small diagram over here. So this is the surface having area A, and let's say these are the lines, these are the electric lines of force. These are the electric field lines crossing the area like this. Like this, okay. So electric flux is defined as electric flux is defined as the product of the magnitude of electric field and surface area. That is, phi is equal to EA, right? So this E is the magnitude of the electric field, of the applied electric field, and A is the cross-sectional area through which the field is passing. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
When this E, yeah, one more thing over here. So E should be perpendicular to the area. E should be normal to the,
Dot product.
normal to the area A, right? But in case if the electric field lines are not normal to the area, if they are like this, if they are passing like this, let us say like this, then we have to take the
Component.
Cos
component.
theta.
Yes, cos theta.
Component.
Yes. So in that situation, phi is equal to E cos phi or E cos theta into A. Okay. So it means we can express phi as the dot product of these two vectors, because dot product of two vectors is always equal to the magnitude of the vectors multiplied
Yes, ma'am.
by cos theta, right? So this is equal to E dot A. the dot product of electric field and the area. So in most general situations, the surface is of arbitrary shape, right? कोई भी हम random shape अगर ले लेते हैं मान लीजिए, so the flux passing through any arbitrary shaped surface can be calculated by dividing the surface into a large number of infinitesimally small components, each having area dA, right? So in that situation, the electric flux through this small element is given by d phi
E dot
is
dA.
equal to, yes, E dot delta A, right? और मान लीजिए हमने इसको n number of या I number of n number of small components में divide किया हुआ है, so this would be EI delta AI, okay? And by adding the contribution of all these small components in which we have divided this particular area, so you'll be getting the total net flux passing through that particular area.
Close
right?
integral E
And
dot
this
dA.
delta,
Yes.
ma'am, this delta flux is the change in flux, right?
Delta phi.
Yes,
Delta
ma'am.
phi. No, this is the amount of flux that is passing through this elementary area delta AI. Okay,
ma'am.
we are talking about the ith component ना, so इसको चाहो आप तो I भी लिख सकते हो, so that कोई confusion ना हो आपको, right? So delta phi I, this is the amount of flux which is passing through this elementary area delta AI, right? अब अगर आपको सारे flux को पता करना है, suppose you wanted to find out the entire flux passing through entire sheet A having area A, then you have to take the addition of all the small components that you have taken.
Integration.
Yes. So here the integration would work. So if the area is closed, then you have to take the closed integral and closed integral surface पे लोगे, and then this would be E dot A. Okay. So this is your flux.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. So next one is solid angle क्या होता है? Let us understand.
Delta S by R square. S by R square.
Yes. S by R square. Yeah. So इसको थोड़ा इस तरह से समझिए. Suppose we have any closed surface like this. This is any elementary surface. Let us say ds, right? So the angle, the entire angle made by this elementary surface ds over any point outside the surface. Let us say here at O. So this angle, this entire angle, this is known as the solid angle. This is known as the solid angle.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? और इसको हम डिनोट करते हैं डी ओमेगा से. डी ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ डी एस perpendicular to R, where R is the vector starting from this point O to the interior or the center of the this closed surface ds or this elementary surface ds, right? तो ये अगर आपका r वेक्टर है, okay, so r वेक्टर के ऊपर जो प्रोजेक्शन होगा ds इस elementary surface ds का, वो right divided by r square. Divided by r square, this will give you the value of solid angle. So जो projection है वो क्या होगा r के ऊपर, r वेक्टर के ऊपर, that would be ds cos theta, okay, divided by r square. So this will give you the solid angle, right? So in case you wanted to find out the solid angle for the entire space, for the entire surface, because this was your elementary area. ये आपने एक छोटा सा एरिया लिया था, elementary area. Suppose you are having any arbitrary surface, कोई बड़ी सी surface है आपके पास having area S, and you wanted to find out the solid angle subtended by this surface, तो वो क्या होगा आपके पास total surface area divided by
R square.
R square, okay. And suppose if this is a circular surface, then it should be 4 pi r square
Pi.
divided by
4
r
pi.
square. So it could be 4 pi.
4 pi. Yes, ma'am.
ये आपका ओमेगा आएगा. The solid angle subtended by the closed circular surface is 4 pi. Okay.
And solid angle can be said as 3D angle, right?
Yeah, this is a 3D angle. Okay, so next one is Gauss law of electrostatics in free space. Should I move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Q by epsilon naught.
Gauss law in free space. So Gauss law in free space states that the total electric flux through a closed surface enclosing a charge Q is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the magnitude of the charge enclosed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Okay, ma'am.
mathematically it should be
मैम
phi.
फ्लक्स मैम मैग्नीट्यूड तो नहीं लेते थे उसमें, तो पूरा उसके साथ ही लेते थे साइन के साथ.
Net charge.
Net charge enclosed in the surface. If you have any closed surface, right, then the total amount of flux passing through that surface is equal
Yes,
to.
ma'am, आप हाँ मैम वो तो समझ गए, क्लोज इंटीग्रल ई डॉट डी इज इक्वल्स टू क्यू इनक्लोज अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट. बट मैं पूछ रहा हूँ जो क्यू लेते हैं ना, उसका तो मैम साइन भी लेते थे, फ्लक्स पॉजिटिव है नेगेटिव है उसके लिए.
यू वांट टू से कि अच्छा आप बोल रहे हो कि अगर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है तो पॉजिटिव, हाँ दैट यू कैन डू. आई एम
हाँ
टॉकिंग
तो मैम यहाँ
अबाउट
पे मैग्नीट्यूड नहीं आएगा ना, 1 अपॉन ई टाइम्स द
मैम नेट
मैग्नीट्यूड.
चार्ज आएगा. मैम नेट चार्ज आएगा मैग्नीट्यूड.
अच्छा ठीक है, टाइम्स द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द चार्ज. ओके ओके फाइन फाइन. सो दिस इज द
नेट चार्ज.
टाइम्स द चार्ज या नेट चार्ज एनक्लोज्ड, राइट. ठीक है.
यस मैम.
ठीक है. Okay, so that means phi is equal to flux क्या है E dot ds and which is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. So this is the statement of the Gauss law in free space. ठीक है, इसको prove भी कर सकते हो, but since we are just doing the recap, so prove की ज़रूरत नहीं है from examination point of view से. और क्योंकि आप लोग पहले भी कर चुके हो, तो मैं इसको दोबारा उतना इलेबोरेट करके नहीं आपको बता रही हूँ. ठीक है. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग द थिंग्स, बिकॉज अगर आप चाहो तो इसको एक बार फिर से पढ़ सकते हो आराम से, क्योंकि आप लोग पहले कर चुके हो, तो मैं प्रूफ में इतना डिटेलिंग में नहीं जा रही हूँ.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, please just write once epsilon naught as permittivity of free space.
Yeah.
You know.
This is the epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. ठीक है. और इसकी वैल्यू भी आपको याद होगी. दिस इज 8 point
Yes,
something
8.8 into 10 raised to power minus 12.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is about the Gauss law. Next one is Gauss divergence theorem. Gauss divergence theorem. So Gauss divergence theorem states that the closed surface integral of a vector field is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of the same vector field. Okay, so you can also express it mathematically. See the statement. It states that the closed surface integral of a vector field is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of the same vector field. So on left hand side you have the closed surface integral. Suppose you have any surface closed surface S, which is enclosing the volume V, right? So that means the closed surface integral of this surface S of this vector field, let us see F or A is any vector field, let us say. So E dot ds, its closed surface integral is equal to, so on right hand side you should have this, the volume integral of the divergence of the same vector field. That means the volume integral means triple integral V of the divergence of the same vector field, means divergence means del dot A of the volume integral of the same vector field. Okay, so this is the mathematical statement of the Gauss divergence theorem. This is important. So surface integral of any closed surface is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of the same vector field, right? So this is Gauss divergence theorem. इसकी मैं आपको एप्लीकेशंस करवाऊंगी और इसका मैं आपको प्रूफ भी करवाऊंगी बिकॉज दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, पर दिस वी आर गोइंग टू डू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, नॉट टुडे, बिकॉज टुडे आई हैव सम important assignment which I need to complete before a specific time. Okay, so that's all for today, students. Next we will do in the next lecture. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, just a reminder thing. Ma'am, last Friday you said that you'll be giving us the assignment for a tutorial assignment